What's up, riders? What's up, drivers? Yes, again, we are doing some more nighttime scenes. Join me today as I continue to do some more double batches with Instacart and mess them up horribly, all while trying to make at least $100, I hope $200 before nightfall. And also too, it is New Year's, and if you are new to this channel, I hope you hit the subscribe button, like this video, and do it quick because it's about to start. What's up, guys? As you can see, it's pretty gross out here today. I wasn't even planning on driving, but I kind of had to, just for, I guess, nostalgia's sake. It would be 1 year ago that I started doing these videos. So December 31st, 2019, I shot my first video, and January 1st, 2020, I uploaded it to YouTube, and here we are. I don't know, it just kind of felt like I should go out and maybe just film on this day. Whether I even upload this, I don't know. Maybe this will be something just for me, but we'll see how the day goes. I'm actually heading out to an Instacart order right now. It's a double pickup order. It was like 34 items for $31, so almost a dollar an item. And the customer, because it's two of them, the customers, they are I think he said they were there 3 minutes, not 3 minutes, 3 miles away from the store.
No time to dress for the weather. Bolted across the living room, through the kitchen and out.
What are we doing today, good sir? What are we doing today? Not only can people not drive in the rain, people can't even function in the rain. And not only is it raining, it is very, very cold out here today. And I'm from Texas, and we're not used to this kind of weather. We much prefer to be walking through a cornfield in the sunshine, if you know what I mean. It's something I got to do because I got to make my money today. So we got 2 orders today. One customer needs 24 items. Actually, put this on the screen because I can't function. I'm laughing at everybody else, and I can't even function. So it looks like one customer needs 22 items, and the other customer needs 15 items. And yeah, we should be able to knock this out pretty quickly. And for anybody who's like really staring at the screen and wonder why it looks so different, 1, I don't have my beard, and 2, I'm wearing contacts today. So if by chance I actually do some night shots, I'm trying to see what works better. Are my glasses better for the night, or are these contacts gonna work better? But the way it's raining, I might end up calling it early, so, but we'll see. Let's go get this done. Not looking forward to this at all. All right, so just pull over here real quick because I got customer A is asking for some cleaning, cuisine, food prep gloves. And as we know, gloves are just like almost more valuable than toilet paper now. So I'm asking her if she's going to substitute these other ones I found that's hanging here on the shelf. And we'll see. Oh, actually just got a message. Let's see. So it says, okay, no thank you, refund. So we'll refund those and let's just keep moving. We're just about done. I'm just putting this lime juice in the cart, separating it with the other customers. Do you guys prefer this kind of juice, or do you prefer just to squeeze your own lemons and limes? I actually like just squeezing my own. Something about this just doesn't taste the same. This is a lot of sour cream. My goodness. The dreaded deli counter. It's gonna be here for a while. Real quick, I'm trying to get myself out of here, but this customer wanted 5 lemons added to the order. And when I go into the Instacart thing, because I gotta put these in manually, she doesn't want a bag, she wants individual lemons. I type in lemons across the top. Let me actually show you. So I'm going to go to down at the bottom where it says doesn't scan. I'm going to type in lemons. And as you can see, everything says bag. So that's not what we're looking for. I'm going to hit measurements. And ordinarily when it comes to fruit, you're going to want to do it by pound, but these are actually going to be individual. So as you can see, small lemons are 49 cents or 48 cents each. And now we're just going to do this. So we're not going to do it by pound, we're going to do it by unit. And we're going to say we got 5 of them. And then we're going to say they were 0.48. And then that's done. We got the 5 lemon. Okay, we're back in the car. Man, people are out today. It took me just about 10 minutes to even get out of the parking lot. There's so many people. I think there's more people shopping today for New Year's Eve, whatever they plan on doing tomorrow, than there was for Christmas or Thanksgiving. There's a lot of people out. But anyway, I'm gonna go drop this first order off. Me and the customer, we were just going back and forth about some things that she wanted as far as like replacements or whatever. She was very thankful for the pictures I was sending. I wouldn't recommend sending as many pictures as I did, especially when doing a double order. But this person had a lot of notes and I just wanted to make sure that they were getting what they wanted. Plus, of the 2 people that tipped, they gave the largest tip. So, you know, I just want to make good on that. But we're almost to their home.
The destination is on your right. Arrived.
And I say I'm so thankful for those people who paint their address on their driveway. It helps so much. Okay, I'm back in the car. I'm actually heading to drop off customer number 2's order. I got my hands so itchy. That's the thing about freaking doing this. Like, you just have to always be ready. Like, my hands are so freaking ashy. This makes no earthly sense. Anyway, I'm gonna drop off order number 2. But yeah, I've been on YouTube for about a year, and it's a lot of hard work. I think I'm gonna make an official like 1-year video. A lot of people ask me, how do I film? What equipment do I use? You know, the whole ins and outs. I think I'm gonna do one of those videos. I've been saying I'm gonna do it for a minute, but I'm actually gonna sit down and do it. But it is New Year's Eve, and I'm not sure when this video is uploaded, but I don't know what you guys are doing for New Year's. Hopefully you'll be somewhere safe. I know this year is going to be a little bit different than the past years, but you know, we got to make the best of it. A lot of people saying they're going to make vision boards. I actually made one 2 years ago. A few things happened on there. I actually will say the channel actually probably was one of the visions that came true. It was for my art channel, but in turn, fate had a different path for me, which ended up being this channel. So you just never really know how things are going to work out. So I think I'm going to make a digital one this year, and we'll see what happens.
So I can shoot for starvation. I just hit the Brody.
So customer 2's order is dropped off, and now I'm finna go try to find a good place to park so I can actually study the screen and see what other things I want to get into. Good thing is, it looks like I'm lost. That's not a good thing. Okay, here we go. The good thing is it looks like the rain is letting up, so now it's just, you know, kind of chilly more than it is wet and raining. I don't like that combination. As far as things on my vision board that came true, I put my Jeep on there, like I wanted to, like, you know, soup it up or whatever, get new stuff for it. But I actually did. I actually got some new mats for it and a few new accessories for it before the crash. I guess it came true. And I wanted to have a successful YouTube channel. As again, I was thinking it was going to be my art channel, and it ended up being this channel. This is the most successful YouTube channel that I have. What else I put on there? I wanted a new business, and in a way, doing this YouTube stuff has turned into a business, because obviously, if you make enough content and have enough subscribers, YouTube will pay you. It's not anything I can retire on, but it is a business, and I want it to be, you know, kind of independent and work for myself, which is what I'm doing. In a sense, I mean, we're still working for these apps, you know what I mean? But we turn it on and turn it off when we want. If we don't want to show up, we don't have to show up, but then your bills won't get paid, so you got to show up. There was a few other things. So things I'm going to go in and tweak and make it fit for this year, for the coming year of 2021 and the current situation that we're in. And we can always just hope for the best. Okay, so I just pulled into the parking lot of the HEB that I actually just shopped the first 2 orders on. And I'm just going to take a look in the screen and see if there's anything in Instacart I want to do. As I said, I might actually just want to ride around and maybe do Ubereats and Grubhub today. But we'll see what happens. Let's see. While I'm thinking about this, like, what are you guys going to do for what do you call this? New Year's? And what's your New Year's revolution? What are you planning on changing, if anything? It's this Costco. 8 items, $27, but it's 22 miles away. I'll pass. That's a good tank of gas to drive out. Yeah, let me know what you guys are going to be doing. This is all slanty. That's weird. I just got a message. I don't even know who this is from. It says, oops, your payment card was declined because you don't have an order assigned to you. Let me make sure I got all my cards in here and then leave them somewhere. Somebody trying to slide. No, I got my Instacart card here. That's weird. It should be declined because I'm not working an order right now. That's very odd. So I'm still sitting here waiting. There isn't really much. Oh, hang on. Let's see. No, still the same horrible mess. A lot of people ask me too, what's my favorite app of 2020? I don't know if I really have a favorite app, but I will say this. I do like doing a grocery order first in the morning. But I don't know, I just something is just about seeing or starting my day off with like a big chunk of change. Starting off the day with like $20 to $30 feels a lot better to me than sometimes starting it off with like, you know, a $6 or a $10 Uber Eats or a Grubhub order. So, and also too, getting up and walking around the grocery store also kind of wakes me up. So I think that's why I like turning on Instacart or any of the grocery apps first, and then I move into whatever else I'm going to do today. And how do you guys work that? Do you feel the same, or do you normally just turn on whatever and just start going? It looks like Uber is giving us some New Year's thing. Happy New Year! Extra deliveries for you if you complete it from 5. So this is going to be later on today. From 5 to 10 p.m. they give you an additional $16 if you are delivering today. So we might do Uber Eats. I'm not promising that, especially around 5:30, like it gets crazy dark here. And I don't know how well the contacts are going to hold up. They might dry out and I might have to go home, but we'll see what the day brings. So I just got my next order here. It's going to be for, let me screenshot that so you guys can see it. It's going to be in Instacart. It's 20 items for customer A and 5 items for customer B. Mercy. And I'm going to go ahead and take care of this. This order is paying $27 for this. I'm already in the parking lot, so I might as well just go in the store and do it. Plus everything else that was coming across the screen wasn't anything worth driving for right now. So we might go ahead and just work Instacart until, you know, it doesn't make any sense to do. And we'll maybe jump into something else. I don't know about you guys, but Instacart feels a lot like I'm in Vegas. It's kind of like gambling. Looking at all the orders roll up and down the screen kind of feels like those slot machines. And I'm like, okay, will I actually get something worth doing or not? And Uber, to me, I call it crack money because it's fast. Like you move. All the restaurant apps, those are like crack apps. And I just compare Instacart to like a Vegas slot machine. I know, I'm weird. Let me just get out of here. I don't know what's in the air today. My God, those people are running over each other. Like, it's actually kind of scary. Like, I don't know if I want to go back and do any more Instacart. I wish I could have filmed some of it, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. These people have lost what passes for their minds. Like, they stop right in the middle of the aisle. They turn their basket sideways so nobody can get out. They just stand in the, like, it's crazy. Like, where was I last year? Oh, that's right, I was doing Uber Eats last year. I wasn't doing Instacart last year. I wasn't in the grocery stores like this last year. Man, oh man, it's bad. It's bad. So I don't know if I'm gonna do another Instacart after this. I mean, I say that and let a $30 or $40 order come across the screen, I'll be on it in a heartbeat. But you gotta really mentally prepare going in there now because it's pretty bad. Foggy windows. Think I might need to defrost these. Sorry guys, that blast you hear is my defroster. I'm trying to defrost the windows, you know, so I don't crash. Customers doing their orders for. One customer wasn't responsive at all. They didn't even read my opening message, you know, which happens, whatever. But the other customer, I sent them some items like, hey, do you want to replace this or replace that? And never wrote me back. But there was one thing I just went ahead and subbed because it was part of their suggested things. Like, if you don't have this, get this recommended one for me. And they approved the substitution. So they saw me shopping and they saw the, I guess, the subs that were coming through the app, but they never replied to the actual direct text message. So I think most customers like that might be the ones that are on the computer. So I would think the computer would have a, like a messaging things where you can message your shopper back. But otherwise, maybe they just didn't want to talk to me. I mean, that's happened a lot. Coast clear. They seem to put bushes or shrubbery in the weirdest places. Like, that is just not, that's just not a safe place to put those trees because I can't freaking see around them and it cause an accident. Anyway, dropped off that order for customer for batch customer number 2, and I hope I got that. I hope I got a screenshot of that or a video recording of it. But I would highly recommend you guys take pictures inside the text messaging app. Also, I mentioned this in one of my videos from weeks back, months back, that I also take a picture inside the app when I'm texting, like, this is where your groceries are, and then I also do another one for the Instacart app. Reason being is because, let's just say for whatever reason, the Instacart, sorry, got my head on a swivel trying to make sure I can get across the street. I just want to have double the confirmation that your food is out there. So I would just recommend doing that. Even when the customers say, like, I'll meet you at the door, which most of them still don't, I think they just forgot to maybe check the option to leave it at the door, I'll say, hey, I've arrived, food's out on the door, snap a picture, go into the app, snap a picture, close it out. Just what I do. All right, so I just pulled over here to Jack in the Box and got me 2 tacos. Gonna play Galactus right now and devour these items because the Instacart order just came in. It was $37, I think, for like 30 something items. It's a 2 batch, obviously. Well, not obviously. Some single orders can be that high, but most of the double ones are where you're gonna probably have the bigger payouts. I am happy that I finally got on the double batch train. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was. I mean, especially for like knocking out big amounts of money a lot sooner than waiting for one batch to come through that may or may not have a lot. So if you guys are on the fence about doing a double batch, I would say, you know, try some small ones first maybe, but it definitely has helped. But let me stop talking so I can eat this food. I probably will never do a triple batch. I probably would never do a triple batch. I almost forgot, while I'm out, I need to drop this off. It was the sports jacket, an Echo sports jacket that I no longer wear. And I had it up on eBay for, man, a good while. And somebody finally bought it, probably for $15. I had it listed for $20, so not too bad. If they send me an offer, because you can do that on eBay, you can list something and then someone can counter offer you. And if you want it, you can accept it. If not, you can say, get out of here. I went ahead and accepted it because I was like, I've had it for forever and it's only $5 less that they offer me. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that off today. So yeah, that's $15 that I'll add for my weekly payout. Ugh, that was just what I need. I'm all saying Galactus like you guys even know who that is. Some of you probably do. Eventually, he's probably gonna be just as popular as Thanos is right now. So remember that name or go look him up. Also too, the double batches have helped me understand a little bit more when people would show like their earnings and whatnot. They're like, oh, I only did 4 batches today, or, you know, I only worked 4 hours today, and they make like a crazy amount of money. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, they'll make like $170 within like 4 hours or something like that. And I'll be out here all day trying to make that. And what I found after talking to a few people, one guy was like, oh no, I'm out there all day. It's just that I'm waiting for the larger orders. And I was like, oh, okay. So like I say, Instacart is a lot like Vegas. It's a lot like gambling. You could stay out here for a hefty amount of time rolling the dice to see if those bigger orders are going to come in. But, you know, depending on your area, depending on your market, you might not ever see those orders. But I was like, okay, now I get it. You're not just getting back-to-back big orders. Like, you drop off one, another $50 order is sitting there. You drop off another one, you bless with a $100 order. I think back when this whole, you know, shutdown stuff happened, a lot of people were experiencing that. But now you have to sit and wait. So yeah, if you really want to, you know, save gas, save mileage on your car, you might be out here all day, but if you sit and wait, you could actually get larger orders. And with that too, you can't be afraid of the double batch orders. You're gonna have to suck it up and work a few. This is coming from me because you guys know in the beginning, in my first Instacart videos, I was like, I'm not doing double batches. Definitely not doing triple batches. I think the thing that shakes people up a little bit is trying to make sure everything is separate. But if you just kind of look at it as one just big order, it's a lot easier to slide on it and just do it. And once you do a few, you're gonna be fine. Trust me, because I'm about to go do one right now. Headphones on. All right, so just pulled up to the store, about to send both of these both of these customers my little greeting, so they know who I am, and if they need anything, you know, feel free to reach out to thee. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit start shopping. You don't want to do this unless you are in the store. I'm just doing this for the sake of the video. You want to hit start shopping when you're in the store. Some people gather some stuff that they actually can physically see and hit start shopping, then start scanning to try to get their items per minute down. Oh, I know this won't be any better, but I just pray that these people are a little bit more civilized than the last store. I mean, because man, it was pretty serious. It's getting very close to throwing some hands in there. Like, it was out of control. So no, that place wasn't any better. I'm about to scan in the receipts here so I can put customer A with customer B and we can get moving. I don't know, like it's just a lot of madness in the grocery stores right now. Like I said, this is New Year's Eve. I don't know if you guys actually even went out to do any shops on New Year's Eve. I think I'm about to switch focus and maybe do some restaurant apps to bring my nerves down because man, like people are just like really lost. They don't know what to do in that store. Mercy. So I'm trying not to let this ruined my double batch moment because I was just giving praise, saying, go do your double batches, don't worry about it. And as I'm checking out, both customers hit me with things they want to remove out of their cart. Like, it's scanned, it's done. As you can see, I'm literally sitting in my car. One customer, there were some cheeses that they want, and they didn't have the cheese. They wanted the white cheddar cheese, so I refunded it because they didn't have it. And now they requested the regular cheddar cheese, which they didn't have those either. And I'm stuck on this screen right here where it says, read, a customer wants a refund, or a customer wants a replacement for this. So yeah, you can see the white cheddar cheese was the one that they didn't have. Now they're asking for this one. But I'm like, how are they pushing this back when it's all said and done? I sent them a message, say, hey, head into the register. And customer A was the one that wasn't responsive the whole time. Now they want all these changes. And then on customer B, there was here he is. They wanted the Waterloo black cherry. And in their replacement thing, asked for watermelon. So I got them the watermelon because it was their suggested replacement, not one that, Instacart or I just thought they'd be happy to have. And they wrote me back and asked me, can I just go ahead and refund that part of the sparkling water altogether? So now I can't move on to the screen where you have to deliver because it's stuck on the screen telling me to do some Cheez-It stuff. So Instacart has me here now in chat asking me to give them a moment to process this. And I guess we'll figure it out. I told them I pulled out the things that the customers don't want. That way I can come back and return it. But can I at least get to the part of the screen where I can see the addresses so I can drop this stuff off? So we'll see what happens. So that was really something. They were actually able to push the screens all the way to the end to where I can actually slide to start delivery on the Instacart orders. I didn't have to scan any of the receipts. I didn't even have to take pictures of the receipt. It just took me to the area where I can go to customer A and start delivery. So I'm gonna drop off customer A and B, and it looks like they're in the vicinity of the store, which is great. And I can come back to the store, make the returns, and upload the original receipt with the return receipt, and hopefully get all this sorted out. It's crazy. Where were you guys the whole time? And the funny thing is, customer B actually was really responsive the entire time. I heard nothing from customer A the entire time I was doing the shop until, like I said, get to the register, slide in the cart. Can we switch out the Cheez-Its, and can we also refund these noodles? That was also suggested by the customer, and I guess they just didn't want it. So verify. If not, just don't get it. Everything about that poor little order was just a little disaster zone. So got both of the customers' orders dropped off. Instacart told me once I do the refund, just hit them back up in chat and put the refund receipts in there. The good thing is I'm actually heading back to Roadie and was able to pick up another double batch. This one's $31. So even though that kind of rattled my cage a little bit, and I would love to take a break, I'm just gonna, muster through, and let's just go ahead and jump back into it and get the money rolling. I'm gonna be heading over here anyway. I think it'd be kind of crazy to let that order pass me up. I'm gonna go ahead and get these items returned. If there's a process that I think you guys might need to know about, I'll let you know. But pretty much I'm just gonna, I guess, ask for a manager, get the items returned, take both of the receipts in, and handle it that way, and then jump into doing my next order. So right now I'm just saying a little prayer. Hopefully all this goes smoothly and the next order won't have so many problems. I hope. Part of me was gonna blame it on not wearing my glasses, not having my glasses. There's some kind of good luck charm, but no, I've had just as many issues with glasses on and without them on. Okay, so I think the hard part is over. I went ahead and got those items refunded. Said I was with Instacart. They refunded it, put it right back on the card. So I'm about to start this next shop, and we'll see how the rest of the days turn out. So I'm really off my game right now. Again, just refunding customers right now who haven't been responding. One customer needed some wavy Lay's lightly salted chips. No response. Go ahead and refund these chips. Can't find items. None of these work. Skip. Refund item. I'm gonna say other, and then I'm gonna say out of stock. And then we're just going to put a little hype in there. No confirmation from customer. And that's it. And we have customer A stuff down here. And then have the other customer stuff up here. All separated. That by far has to be the biggest frustration with doing a double batch. When no one replies to you. Actually, that's the frustration you do with any batch when nobody replies to you. I'll never understand. But let's go ahead and drop this off right now. It is, what time is it? It's 5:30. 5:30. I guess I'll stop feeling bad about not being able to get stuff. Turn left. Okay. About not being able to get stuff for customers if they don't reply. Like, I'm sub for this. How about this? This has the same dietary nutrition as the other one. Absolute nothing. All I get is crickets. So anyway, we're heading off to drop off the, ooh, that was a sharp turn. We're heading to drop off the order for the next customer, which was only 2 minutes away from the first customer. So good times.
Changing, you're perfect as you are, just the way you are.
All right, party people, I actually just pulled over here to the parking lot because before I do anything else, I need to take care of that issue where the customer wanted a refund for things and the items were already checked out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this, and I'll come back to you guys and tell you what's up. Actually, let me turn this heat down real quick because freaking melting my contacts to my eyeballs. About to give myself some freaking LASIK surgery. All right, I'll be right back. Really burning daylight up in here. So I'm just writing them and saying, hey, I was told to come back to the chat line to upload the return receipt for the customers that have the issues with the returns. Also too, I went and took a screenshot of the original order, which is easier for me because I'm recording everything. But it might be a good idea to, before you close it all out, like take screenshots of the customer's name, because I have no idea what their names were. So I'm going to upload the original receipts. I'm going to scan it in sections just like you would during the app, and then I'm going to upload the refund receipt. And they only gave me one refund receipt, so they scanned both receipts and then just did a big refund. So I guess Instacart worked it out in the wash. We'll see. Yeah, I really should have did this when there was a little bit more light, but we'll see if my car light will handle it. So just scrolling through this, Instacart agent will be with me soon. I'm just going to go ahead and put all my ducks in a row. So that way, if I do see an order that comes in, I can go ahead and do the order and they have all the information they need to at least start helping me out with this case. So I'm going to start scanning in these receipts here. All right, so I got all the tickets or receipts. I don't want to say scanned in because I just took pictures of them. I took pictures of them and they're all in here. So like I'm telling them, here's a full receipt for one customer. And then I went down here and said, here's the next receipt for the second customer. The last thing I scanned in was the refund receipt, and there was only 2 items that was physically ran through the register. So we'll just wait and see what Instacart says on that. These receipts, I'm actually going to keep these in the car in a safe place because you just never know. And if anything crazy happens, I can always hit up my good friends over at Cova.
Did someone say Cova? The company that is dedicated to paying gig workers 80% of their wages in case they are deactivated or hospitalized? That Cova? The same Cova who will work to get you answers on your deactivation, as well as work on restoring your account. That Cova? That's what I thought you said. Take advantage of all of Cova's features for only $7 a month. But if you have commitment issues, use this link below to start your no obligation free trial today. Go on, see how Cova can cover you. Now, back to the show.
You know what I just realized? I didn't drop off. I didn't drop off the freaking package today. I gotta do that first thing tomorrow morning. I don't even know if the post office is gonna be open on New Year's Day. Dang it. That was like one of my main reasons today for even coming out today. Well, mostly I needed some money too. But yeah, good thing I told them I'd send off in 1 to 2 days. They should know it's New Year's coming, and a lot of things just aren't open. And oh man, what a day, huh? What a day. Okay, friends, we're still waiting to hear back from what Instacart has to say. I haven't heard anything from them. I'm just checking. It is what is it, 6:08 right now? So I normally like to cut these things off at about 7. I might actually push it into 9 o'clock just to make sure I hit my goal, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what apps we get into next. So I'm starting to get that itch. Feels like I'm in a freaking scary movie, like somebody's gonna pop up right there and be like, blah, right on the window screen, the window pane. But I'm still sitting in the car waiting for some orders. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and activate the restaurant affinity apps because we got to keep this moving. I've been doing a lot of Grubhub lately, so you guys will probably be very surprised at that. So I'm going to go ahead and power up Grubhub as well as Ubereats. And the main reason why I do want to power up Ubereats, look at that map. Yeah, they have, it just changed. So a minute there, if you guys just saw that, it was $2.50 for a drop off in certain areas, and now it's down to $2 and $3. So I guess as the demand goes down, it's less and less. I'm going to go ahead and turn on Ubereats first. I got a mask up and all that, and we'll see what we jump into. How much money will we end out tonight with? Please let it be 200. All right, guys. So as I was sitting here, first order came in. This is going to be from Grubhub, $17. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Let's go ahead and take that and start rolling.
Him, and he'd spend the new year in jail.
How fitting. Listen to Superstitions podcast, New Year's festivities. I will say my astigmatism isn't as bad with the contacts on, but still, nighttime is just not a good time for me to be out driving. So say a prayer for everybody around me. We've been to this place before. Just trying to navigate this parking lot. Hopefully we don't get sideswiped.
Proceed to the route.
We're already on it. Okay. Coast is clear. Let's go.
Arrived.
Looks kind of busy, but there's a spot up front. Hopefully we can fit in this. Barely. Now, this is not to say that Uber doesn't have high-paying orders in most cases, but I like Grubhub because an order like this probably would have been a double order with Uber to equal this money. That's why I'm starting to like Grubhub a little bit better. Hello, I'm doing a pickup order for Trish under Grubhub. Trish.
I have 15 tickets in 3 minutes.
Okay, let me see what they want to do.
What was that?
I'll see what they want to do.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay, so there are 15 tickets in front of mine. That I'm not going to wait for. So I'm going to go ahead and respectfully back out of this order, and hopefully we get something else that we can actually do, because that's it's outrageous. Spoke too soon. I definitely is not going to wait. They said, what, 12, 15 tickets in front? I'll spend my entire night waiting for one order. No,
Our estimated wait time is more than 3 minutes.
Okay, we can do more than 3 minutes. Yeah, that's outrageous. And the guy in front of me, they said his order was going to take 2 hours. 2 hours and 30 minutes to get that order. Nah, we need to drop that. One thing I like about Grubhub, the orders, you do have higher paying orders. But to get out of an order takes forever. So think about that. Uber is like, don't want to do it, can't do it. Restaurants this, restaurants that, and you're on your way. But Grubhub, it's a little bit more going on. Let's see. Uber just brought me an order here. It's $19. I'm going 12 miles. And the restaurant actually is right across the street. I'm going to go and take this one. And I'm hoping it's not a double. Nope, it's not. So we're going to go ahead and move on with this. And when Grubhub comes online, I'll tell them what's up, but I'm moving on to another order. One more thing before I go. The thing that really annoys me about this whole situation is, why did the order ring as it was ready to be picked up if you have 12 tickets in front of us? That never should even came across my screen. This order is nowhere close to being done. Hopefully this Ubereats order won't have the same issue. My God. All right, so Grubhub finally picked up and they're like, so what's going on? I was like, I need to drop this order. 12 tickets. It's like almost 2 hours I got to wait for this. And they're calling the customer and calling the restaurant. I don't think they're going to get through to the restaurant because the guy in front of me said he's been trying to call to place the order and nobody was picking up. Maybe he's doing like DoorDash or something where you have to call the order in and pay with a card. Or maybe Favor, because you know Favor does that too, but it's pretty crazy. I should have recorded that so you guys could hear this. So she was telling me she got in contact with the restaurant and the restaurant said it's going to be about an hour before that order's ready. Okay. And then she said we couldn't get in contact with the customer to see if the customer wants to keep the order or whatever. And I was like, okay, sounds good, whatever. Let's cancel the order because I'm not going to sit here for an hour and miss out on other orders. She's like, oh no, you can still get other orders while you're waiting for that one. I said, that doesn't make any sense because those other orders can take me out of this zone and I'm gonna have to drive all the way back over here just in case. You guys see what I'm saying? Well, no, we can't cancel, we can't drop it. So I was like, you're gonna penalize me for something I have no control over. Like, I'm not back there flipping the burgers or frying the rice, whatever they're doing back in that restaurant. And she's like, yeah, we can't cancel it because we can't get in contact with the customer. And I said, why not cancel the order, put it back in the queue, wait an hour, and then let another driver get it? Why have one driver stuck at a restaurant and losing money? If we cancel it, you'll be penalized and you'll have a bad, it'll affect your acceptance, right? You know what? Let's move on from that order. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and wait an hour. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. So that order's gone. I'm actually turned off Grubhub for right now because that left a really bad taste in my mouth. I was talking about them so well too. So we're gonna jump into another situation and see what we can do. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna get my money. Okay, so I just got an Uber order. That's what I think I mentioned it to you guys. I don't even know like what's going on anymore. I can't believe she was really trying to like lock me into that order. She was not willing to release it. Like, no, we can't release it. We cannot release it. I said, no, you will release it. Otherwise, it just won't get done. Uber's like, see, every time you try to leave me, you always come back. So let's go ahead and get get this done. So that whole situation is still on my like heart and on my mind. So I just want to know, would you guys have waited an hour for that order? And granted, it was $17. So $17 in an hour. Would you have waited?
Breathtaking landscapes.
So after I dropped that last order off, it kind of actually slowed down, believe it or not. Oh wait, we actually have an order coming in. This is from Grubhub. Wouldn't it be something with that crazy order again? This one's $18. Let me show you guys. So we want to give Grubhubby another chance. So this is 18 bucks. Go ahead and accept this. And I'm going to be out here for another hour. Right now it's 7:53. Let's see how much money this adds up to and what I'm going to end my New Year's Eve earnings as. Find out. Oh my God. Needless to say, I am going home. I was not expecting my day to be like this at all. Like, I don't even think my first video I had such an issue getting things done today. My last order was a Grubhub order, and the map it took me in the most random way to get to the customer's house. So there's a highway, and then on the other side of the highway is where the homes are. So instead of taking me into the residential area, you know, turn in and find, you know, where the customer's home is, it brought me around to the back side of the customer's house. So I'm in the middle of the roadway behind the customer's house, you know, like fence and everything. Like, how am I supposed to get into that? So I'm looking at the map, zooming in, trying to figure out the way to turn in so I can actually get into this place. Looped around, had to come back in. Big old mess, long old story. I just never had the GPS betray me like that. I've never had the GPS betray me. Needless to say, I am done for the night. Whatever I got is what I got. I'm turning it in. So on the screen, you guys are going to see what I actually did today. So we did Instacart, and this is what we did in Instacart today. I did jump back into Grubhub, and I just think Grubhub is cursed. Like, we had the issue that we had earlier today, then this thing happens, and I really want to just continue to work, but something's telling me like it's time to go. It's time to go. And if I was to do anything else, it definitely wouldn't be another Grubhub order. And I definitely didn't want to end my video here with such frustration, but it is what it is. Like, I am done skis. But let's not forget, I also did jump into Ubereats, so we're gonna end the year as we begin the year with Ubereats. So no, this was actually perfect. This really sums up how crazy 2020 was. So I'll take it. So goodbye 2020. Hello 2021. Let's look forward to a lot of new change and just a lot more positivity. So if you are a new watcher and you didn't do this in the beginning of the video, I hope you consider now hitting what we call the subscribe button and ding the notification bell. So when I make new videos like this, you can come and watch it with the rest of us. Again, have a great, safe, happy new year. Peace.